Saturday morning. It's about 9 o'clock, and I'm just here to hopefully start a full day of work. Last night I went home around 6. And so we're in low season now. I didn't really realize this. I think I kind of knew it, but I thought that when I got home, back to the hotel at 11 o'clock every night and it felt like a ghost town, it was because it was 11 o'clock at night. But it turns out it's because there's just nobody there. I mean, there are a few people there, but it was really kind of like last night I went to the restaurant at about, I don't know, 7:30 or something. There was one other person at the restaurant, this Belgian widow. So we chatted a little bit, and with the staff. I mean, it was very casual. Anyway, I watched the rest of Dreamgirls, and which was, I thought was, there were parts that were good, but I thought it was kind of slow. Maybe just my mood. Anyway, got about 8 hours of sleep, and I watched a little bit of Casino Royale as well. I needed something after Dreamgirls to, somebody chasing somebody or somebody being fun in a different way. Anyway, there's one other story. I don't know if I told you. What was it? On Wednesday morning, after I moved to the Sheraton. So I left the hotel at 7:30 to get to come to the office. It's like a 25 minute drive. There were no hotel taxis there yet. And so I was like, oh, what am I going to do? So I walk out onto the street, and I get one of these vans. They call them matatus in Kenya, guaguas in the Dominican Republic. You know, these minivans where everybody jumps in. So I get in there. It cost me $0.25, and I take it, and I get to some junction where I see taxis. And so I'm like, okay, I'll take a taxi from here to the office. So I walk over to the taxi area, and I go up to this guy, and I was like, how much to take me to Cape Point, Bakau, where the World Bank office is? And he says, he gave me a reasonable price. So I'm like, okay. So I start to go into the front seat of the car, and this guy jumps in front of the door. He's like, you can't go with this guy. This guy owes me money for a week. Don't ride with this guy. And to be honest, probably not to my credit, I was like, well, dude, not my issue. So I went and got in the back seat of the car. And the driver got in, but then this objector jumps into the front seat of the car and grabs the keys and is like, has his hand over the ignition, covering the keys. He's like, you can't take this guy. So I think to myself, okay, I'm going to wait exactly 10 seconds for this to resolve. So I counted in my head, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Anyway, I got to 10, got up, and walked to the next taxi, got in for the same price, came to Cape Point, Bakau. So that was kind of an adventure. Last night I ran into a guy on the beach who really wanted to be my friend, and introduced myself once again as Magic from Brigadoon, which is somewhere in Europe. I used to be Magic Man, but Magic's the new me. So anyway, okay. I feel like I have talked a lot, and I have, but I hope you're doing well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in a few days. It's been a really long time. So, okay. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.